Yes, roll number one. Roll number one. आरती फिरदौस. Hello, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Nicholas absent, no? आरती फिरदौस है क्या? अतार करिश्मा. अवतार करिश्मा. सूरज अवचारे. संजना ओटे.
Yes, ma'am.
पूजा बचुटे.
Yes, ma'am.
बागवान सबिहा. बागवान सबिहा. काजल भोपाळे. भोसले पूर्णिमा.
Present, ma'am.
तस्किन चांदा.
Present.
चिट्टे श्रद्धा.
Yes, ma'am.
अमरचा ढगे.
Yes, ma'am.
संदीप गळगी. गायकवाड आरती.
Yes, ma'am.
गायकवाड शिवानी.
Yes, ma'am.
काजल गौडी.
Yes, ma'am.
घोरवे प्रतीक्षा.
Yes, ma'am.
जाधव राजवर्धनी.
Yes, ma'am.
जमादार जुबिया.
Yes, ma'am.
जानदार प्राजक्ता. प्राजक्ता. जमखंडी गिरिजा. मेघा काळे.
Present, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
खोबरे शुभदा.
Yes, ma'am.
कुलकर्णी ऐश्वर्या.
Yes, ma'am.
कुलकर्णी चेतना.
Yes, ma'am.
कुंभार कांचन.
Yes, ma'am.
कुंभारे वैभवी.
Yes, ma'am.
लांडगे अश्विनी.
Yes, ma'am.
तारिका मदने.
Yes, ma'am.
रितू मालगे.
Yes, ma'am.
प्रवीण माळी.
Yes, ma'am.
मसरे रोहिणी.
Madam.
ननवरे सागर. ननवरे सागर. नरटे स्नेहा.
Present, ma'am.
प्रीति पवार.
Yes, ma'am.
हेलो. पवार श्वेता. हेलो. पवार श्वेता absent. पवार सुप्रिया.
Yes, ma'am.
राचंडे पूजा.
Yes, ma'am.
पल्लवी पुढे. पल्लवी पुढे. ऋतुजा सबळे.
Yes, ma'am.
सगळी इत्तेचाम.
Yes, ma'am.
साळुंखे प्रसाद. शेख सिमरन.
Yes, ma'am.
शेंडगे कांचन.
Present, ma'am.
शिंदे विनीता.
Yes, ma'am.
सोनार श्वेतजा,
Present, ma'am.
तेली शुभांगी,
Yes,
तेली शुभ, वाघमोडे
ma'am.
वर्षाराणी, वाघमोडे वर्षाराणी. Okay, let me repeat the absent number once again. Arte Firdos, अवतार करिश्मा, सूरज अवचारे, भगवान सबिहा, काजल भोपाळे, गळगी संदीप, जामदार प्राजक्ता, ननवरे सागर, नरुणे सुनील, पवार श्वेता, पल्लवी पुळे, तांके प्रसाद एंड वाघमोडे वर्षाराणी. याच्यातले कोई प्रेझेंट आहेत का नाही? Okay, if you are absent, let us go for the next one. I think one homework I have given you to find.
Madam. Hello.
Is someone speaking there?
Madam, जामदार प्राजक्ता present आहे.
मग प्रेझेंट का दिलेले?
दिली मॅडम, मी दोनदा दिली. नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लेम आहे मॅडम.
Okay, so I think I have given you one example for the homework that you should verify whether these B1, B2, B3 are the basis for that usual topology. Right? What to do for proving any set or any subset of a topological space to be a base? What you have to do first, you have to verify the condition whether every member of TOE can be written as union of some members of B. Okay. Actually, I don't have a pen tablet, so I can complete that one. So let us go for the next one. What is there? Prove or disprove the B. What is B in this case? Closed interval AB, where A and B are from real line, and we have to consider A is less than B. Okay, we have to prove or disprove this set to be a base or not. Okay, so proving this to be base or not for our usual topology. Okay, what is there in the usual topological space? In the usual topological space, we have to take a set A from TOE. That means any set A or any subset of X will be a member of TOE only if it satisfies the condition that it should contain an open interval containing every point. For every point A of capital A, there should exist an open interval which is contained in capital A. Okay, if this condition holds, then only we say that it is a open set, right? So it is related to open interval and all. But here, while considering the base topology, we have considered the closed interval, right? So let me check whether closed interval is a working for this base or not. Okay, we have to verify whether this set whatever provided to us is a base or not. So closed interval 1, 2 and 2, 3 belongs to D. Okay, as it is available in notes, you can see it is not a base. So 1, 2 and 2, 3 are belongs to TOE or not. Okay, you can check this. Okay, closed interval 1, 2 के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? For every point you have to consider one open interval which is contained in your set A. Okay, what is set A in this case? Closed interval 1, 2 and closed interval 2, 3. Right, try to check for every element 1, 2 or 2, 3. आप अगर let me check for 1. Okay, 1 is an element of capital A. Now what is capital A in this case? This 1, 2. Right. So this 1, 2 is a capital A. So for every element of this 1, 2, close interval 1, 2. Right. If I check for 1, for this element, what should we have? One open interval containing 1 and which is contained in your topology. Right. आहेत का असे? Yes, can you tell me? whether you can find out one open interval which contains 1. Okay, this is what 1 now. So which contains 1 and which is contained in closed interval 1, 2 for our usual topological space. Is it possible?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So if it is not possible, so what we should write here, this 1, 2 and 2, 3 should not belongs to tau. So what should be the consideration, or whether this base topology will be true for your topology or not? That means we have to verify this whatever the set is given to us is a base or not. So we have to take a one member from tau and we have to verify that whether it can be written as union of some members of D, right? If I take a one member from tau as open interval 2, 3, right? If I've taken one member from tau as a open interval 2, 3, what it will be? Whether open interval 2, 3 can be written as union of members of B. Okay, try to do this. Okay, take a open interval 2, 3 and try to write down it in the form of a closed interval. Okay, can you write open interval 2, 3 is equal to closed interval 2, 3?
No, ma'am.
Or is there any another way to write open interval 2, 3 or any open interval? Suppose I am writing for any type of open interval, whether that any type of open interval can be written as this in the form of a closed set. Obviously, it is not possible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, let us go for the possibility given here. What is given here? As we are provided that we have to prove or disprove. Okay, let us consider that the result we are going to prove. Okay, assume करेंगे कि हाँ ये base topology है and then we will prove the result. As we know that if it is a base is a subset of topological space, right? Base ये obviously subset of tau रहता है ना, tau is a subset of power set of X. So if I have taken these two elements, these two members, closed interval 1, 2 and 2, 3 from base, obviously they will be also a member of a tau. But if you are going to check actually whether closed interval 1, 2 is a member of tau, तो member नहीं है tau चा, बरोबर ना? आता check केलं होतं आपण.
Yes,
For
ma'am.
element 1 and for element 2, मतलब जो end points है closed interval के, उसके लिए आपको कोई भी open interval नहीं मिलेगा जो 1 और 2 एलिमेंट को कंटेन करते हुए क्लोज इंटरवल 1, 2 में जाएगा, राइट? So, but as we are assuming that the result is true, so by the subset property, if they are element of B, so obviously they must be an element of tau. Now, as tau is closed under intersection, so we can take the intersection of these two. What is the intersection of these two is singleton 2. Now, the singleton 2 can be represented as a union of some members of B, because what are the members of B? They are in the form of a closed interval. So we cannot write, right? And the condition is also given, A is less than B. That means whatever may be the first element of a closed interval, it must be less than, strictly less than B. आपण लिहू शकतो ना, singleton 2 is equal to closed interval 2, 2. Okay, but they are given, they have provided us the first entry of your closed interval A must be strictly less than B. So that's why we can say the singleton 2 cannot be represented as union of some members of B. Okay, and hence the result is false, or we can say that the given set is not a base for our usual topological space. Okay, simply we have proved the result with the help of a contradiction. Okay, since we know already that this closed interval 1, 2 is not a member of tau, but still we have taken this and somewhere we are going to get a contradiction. Okay. Now let us go for the first theorem of our base topology. Actually, only 3 to 4 theorems are there related to base. Okay, what is given? Let X2 be a T space. Let B be the subset of tau, as it is a usual property of a base. The family B is said to be, the family B is said to be base for topology tau on X if and only if X can be written as union of some members of B. right? But B alpha are members of B, and for any B1, B2 belongs to B, X belongs to their intersection, there should exist a B3 in such a way that X should contain that X must be an element of B3 and B3 is contained in B1 intersection B2, right? So if you go back to our definition of a base topology, okay, base का definition हमने कैसे define किया था? There are two definitions. First one is the every member of tau should be written as union of some members of B. The second one is what? We can say that if you are having an element X from G, then there should exist a B in such a way that X belongs to B, B is contained in the G. Okay, you can see here X belongs to B, B is contained in the G. So this condition should be satisfied. Now here we are provided that we have to prove the two statements. First one is we have to write X as a union of members of B. But this is an obvious statement, no? कारण की X है टोचा member असतो. So every member of tau obviously must be expressed as union of members of B, since it is already given that B is a base for topology. बरोबर?
Yes, ma'am.
So simply what we have to do, we have to prove only second statement, right? In the first part, and in the second part, we have to prove these two statements are given, and we have to prove B is a base, right? Are you getting what is given and what we have to prove? In the first part, we have been provided that B is a base, and we have to prove the given two statement. And out of these two statements, first is obvious statement by the definition of a base. Okay, base का definition क्या है? Every member of tau should be written as union of members of B. Okay, X is always member of tau, so it is obviously true. We have to prove the second part only. And in the second part, what you have to do, we have to consider these two statements, and we have to prove that B is a base. Okay, let us go one by one. Only if part, what is there in the only if part? Assume that X2 is a topological space, B is a base, and we have to prove condition 1 and 2. So again, we can say that X is a member of tau. So by definition of B, we can say X can be written as union of members of B. So simply we have to prove the second statement, right? What is given in the second statement? B1, B2 are selected from B. That means B1, B2 are members of base topology. Okay, you can say it is a base topology, or simply you can say it is a base. So B1, B2 are members of B, and X belongs to B1 intersection B2. So what is our aim is to prove that there exists B3 belongs to B such that X belongs to B3, B3 is contained in B1 intersection B2. Okay, starting with B1, B2 belongs to B, we are given this. Okay, if they are members of B, obviously they must be a member of tau, since B is a base given to us, right? B, if it is a base, obviously B is a subset of tau, right? This is what a property of a base. By definition itself, we can say P1, B2, if they are member of B, directly we can say they are member of tau. Okay, so their intersection should be again a member of tau, because X2 is a T space and it is closed under finite intersection. Tau is closed under finite intersection. As B1 intersection B2 belongs to tau, B is a base, B1 intersection B2 should be written as union of some members of B. Barabar? If you are having any member of tau, every member of tau can be written as union of members of B. Now, we have taken one element from the intersection. So obviously it must be in this union, because every member of tau is written as union of members of B. And hence, now as it is in the union, I have told you that if it is a member of a union, it must be a member of at least one B alpha. So I have written here, for some B alpha, we can say that, suppose if you are going to consider any element from union, it must be element of at least one, right? It is also sufficient. अगर वो किसी एक सेट में है तो obviously वो union में आएगा, right? Now we can say that this as a D alpha, right? Out of all those, we can, instead of saying to be B alpha, we can say it is B3, and hence the result. This B3 will be obviously containing B1 intersection B2 because it is from union. Okay, union is equal to your B1 intersection B2. बरोबर ना? हे union है. Union is equal to B1 intersection B2, and this is what B1 intersection B2, which is equal to union. So union will contain every that subset, right? वो यूनियन में से ही एक बी अल्फा हमने सिलेक्ट किया था ना, जिसमें आपका एलिमेंट एक्स है, राइट? सो दिस बी अल्फा विल बी कंटेन्ड इन योर यूनियन, जस्ट लाइक ए यूनियन बी कंटेन्स ए, राइट? ए यूनियन बी अगर आप लिख रहे हो तो ऑब्वियसली ए इज ऑलवेज सबसेट ऑफ द यूनियन. Okay, so hence the result. That means we have to prove the second condition that we have proved that. What you have to do, simply you have to take B1, B2 which are given to us as a member of B. We have to use a property that if they are a member of a B, obviously they are a member of tau. Then use the intersection property. That is, tau is closed under intersection, and just use the definition of base that every member of tau can be written as union of members of B, and hence the result. Okay. Now let us go for the second part, that is if part. What is there in the if part? In the if part, let x2 be a t-space and it satisfies the condition 1 and 2. That means we have been provided that x is written as union of members of B, right? Let us go here. So what is there in the second part? 1 and 2 are true. We have to prove that B is a base. To prove B is a base, what you have to do? We have to say that every member of tau can be written as union of some members of B. Okay. First, we have to prove it is a topology or not, right? So first we have to define a topology. Let x2 be a t-space. It satisfies the condition 1 and 2. B is a base for some topology. Let tau we have going to define. Tau is equal to phi union A is subset of X. A is a union of members of B. Okay. First we will define a tau in such a way that we can prove the result directly. Okay. We have defined the tau in such a way that A is a union of members of B. Have you understood the tau defined?
Yes, ma'am.
Because we have to define a tau in such a way that it should be easy for us to prove the second part, right? Every member of tau is written as union of members of B. So A will be a member of tau. There are two conditions to be a member of tau. Either it should be empty set or it should be written as union of members of B. Okay. So these are the conditions we have to prove that with the help of that we can prove the result. And simply with the help of the condition. Okay. Topology prove करता येता है आपल्याला सगळ्यांना?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Simply you have to use the condition. If you are having a member of tau, it is written as union of some members of B, and hence the result. Okay. Here also it is done same. So by definition itself, we can say that as every element of tau is written as union of members of B, and hence obviously it will be a base topology. Okay. तो असं डिफाइन करायचं की ते ऑब्वियसली तुमची कंडिशन सॅटिस्फाय केलं पाहिजे. ओके. नाउ लेट अस गो फॉर द सेकंड थेरम. Let tau1, tau2 be two topological spaces on a same set X. Okay. As I told you in initial lectures, we can define many number of topologies on a same set X. Okay. Having the bases B1 and B2 respectively. That means, which means that tau1 is a having base as a B1 and B2 is a base for tau2. And given that tau1 is a coarser than tau2, or we can say tau1 is smaller than tau2. I have defined some type of set that tau1 is weaker topology, tau2 is larger topology or stronger topology, right? If and only if every member of B1 can be written as union of some members of B2, right? We have to prove this in the if and only if part, but we can prove this as in a single statement also, right? Only we have to be very clear about the statement that every member of B1 can be written as a union of members of B2. Okay. Let O1, O2 be two topological spaces on a same set X. ओके, दोन टोपोलॉजी दिलेले आहेत, दोन बेस दिलेले आहेत. टो1 हे टो2 पेक्षा कमी आहे, और वी कैन से इट इज टो1 is coarser than टो2, टो1 is weaker topology than टो2, or we can say टो2 is stronger than टो1. Right? What is our aim to prove? Every member of B1 can be written as union of members of B2. Right? Up to now we were thinking that every member of topology can be written as union of members of base. Right? So now let us prove this. We are provided that टो1 is subset of टो2. As B1 is a base for टो1, we can say B1 is subset of टो1. And B2 is a base, so we can say B2 is a subset of टो2. बरोबर?
Yes, ma'am.
So as we can say here, B1 is subset of टो1, and given that what is given, टो1 is subset of टो2. So by transitivity, B1 subset of टो1, टो1 subset of टो2. So directly we can write B1 is a subset of टो2. As B2 is a base for टो2, every member of a टो2 should be written as union of members of B2. By definition of B2, no? B2 जर टो2 साठी बेस टोपोलॉजी असेल, तर every member of टो2 we can write it as every members of union of some members of B2. ओके, कुठलाही मेंबर टो2 चा घेतला तर तो युनियन ऑफ मेंबर्स ऑफ B2 च्या फॉर्म मध्ये लिहू शकतो. ओके, and hence every member of B1 being a member of टो2. Right? What we are going to see here, what we have proved, B1 is a subset of टो2. What do you mean by B1 is a subset of टो2? So if you are going to take any element from or any member of B1, okay, if you have taken any element or any member of B1, it is obviously a member of a टो2.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can see the statement. See the statement clearly. Each member of B1 as being a member of a टो2. Why this is possible? Since due to this statement, B1 is a subset of टो2, can be expressed as union of members of B2. Right? Simply you have to do a statement. यहाँ पे जो है ना हमारा B1 is a subset of टो2. With the help of that, we can prove the result. Right? So it is easy. Simply wordings you have to play. Okay, what is the wording? Every member of a B1 being a member of a टो2. क्योंकि अगर आप B1 का मेंबर ले रहे हो, इसका मतलब वो ऑब्वियसली मेंबर ऑफ टो2 है. और टो2 के मेंबर्स कैसे लिख सकते हैं हम? एवरी मेंबर ऑफ टो2 कैन बी रिटन एज यूनियन ऑफ मेंबर्स ऑफ B2. So that's why we can prove the result. Okay, what is there in the if part? Every member of B1 is given as a union of members of B2, and next we have to prove that टो1 is a subset of टो2. Right? As B1 is a base for टो1, every member of टो1 can be expressed as union of members of B1. Right? Given that टो1, every member of B1 can be written as union of members of B2. Second part मध्ये प्रूव्ह काय करायचं आपल्याला? टो1 is a subset of टो2. What is given to us? B1 is base. So every member of टो1 can be written as expressed as union of some members of B1. मी सांगताना तुम्हाला नाही करणार. So try to speak yourself so that you can understand. हाँ, याचे मेंबर याच्यापेक्षा जास्त आहेत का कमी आहेत? Which one is subset of which one? So that you can understand what I am speaking. Right? What is given to us? B1 is a base for टो1. So every member of टो1 can be expressed as union of members of B1. Okay. So up to this we are okay because we know the definition. But what is given in the if part? Every member of B1 can be expressed as union of members of B2. So this statement, whatever the definition we have written for टो1 and B1, we can replace it by B2. That's why I have written here B2. Okay, अगर हम B1 के साथ एक्सप्रेस कर सकते तो ऑब्वियसली B2 के साथ भी एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हैं. Why this is so? Because it is given statement. Since every member of B1 can be expressed as union of some members of B2. First we have to use a definition of a base, that is B1 is a base for टो1, and then use the given thing. By combining these two statements, we can say every member of TOE1 can be expressed as some members of B2. So hence we can say B2 is a subset of TOE2. This is what our given statement. B2 is a subset of TOE2, and hence we get each member of TOE1 is a member of a TOE2 also. Okay. So here I have written TOE1 is a subset of B1, B1 is a subset of B2, B2 is a subset of TOE2. So hence we can say TOE1 is a subset of TOE2. In short, if you are not getting these statement, you can see one subset relation I have written here. TOE1 is a subset of B1, B1 is containing B2, which is in the if part, and B2 is obviously containing 2. Okay. If you are not getting, try to speak this statement once again so that you can understand. Because जब तक मैं बोलूंगी तब मुझे ही समझ में आएगा. क्योंकि every member of TOE1 can be written as union of some members of B1. That statement I can understand. क्योंकि TOE1 के member मैं B1 के form में लिख सकती हूँ, right? If part में क्या दिया है हमें? Every member of B1 can be written as union of some members of B2. इसका मीनिंग क्या है? B1 is a subset of B2. ओके, इफ पार्ट में जो स्टेटमेंट हमें गिवन है, गिवन स्टेटमेंट का मीनिंग क्या है? B1 is a subset of B2, and with the help of this single statement you can prove the result. Okay, do you have any doubt? Hello?
No, ma'am.
How many people has joined later on? Yes, you can tell me, otherwise you are marked as absent. Okay. Next one is a sub-base topology.
Ma'am,
Yes. Who is there?
ते B2 subset of TOE2 येईल का confirm म्हणजे
B2 subset of TOE2 कशाला येणार आहे माहिती का? Okay, let me show you. Okay, what is our definition? Have you understood the definition? B2 is a
Yes,
subset
ma'am.
of TOE2. Why this is so? Because our base definition. Okay, let me show you the definition of a base. Okay, what is there in the definition of a base? B is always a subset of TOE. Okay, what is given to us? B1, B2, TOE1, TOE2. TOE1 and B1 are related, and TOE2 and B2 are related. Barabar? So if B2 is a base for TOE2, by definition it is always obviously true that B2 is a subset of TOE2. Barabar?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is by definition itself. So that's why I'm speaking you that you should speak this statement so that you can understand what I'm trying to explain you. Because simply it is wordings. आप अगर wordings को समझोगे, statements को समझोगे, तभी ये theorems समझ में आएंगे आपको base और sub base topology के. Okay. So if you are not having a doubt, should I go for the next?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what is there in the subbase? Firstly, we are provided with one topological space and a family S. Instead of having B, we have to denote subbase as S. A subset of X is said to be subbase topology TOE if a family of finite intersection of members of S forms a base for a TOE. Okay. अगर हम S के members का finite intersection लेते हैं तो base बनना चाहिए, right? What is given? Read the statement. Firstly, we are provided X2 is a topological space, a family S of subsets of X, right? We are collecting S as a subsets of X, right? That means we are collecting S as a subset of power set of X. What is there in the power set of X? They are nothing but our collection of all possible subsets of X, right? So S is a family in such a way that it is subsets of X. Simply subsets of X. It is not given with some condition. And later on, what is a condition given? Is said to be subbase for topology if a family of finite intersection of members of S, right? अगर हम S में से कुछ members लेते हैं तो उनका finite intersection लेने के बाद हमें base topology generate होना चाहिए, और we can say with the help of S we can generate a base, right? So you can see here B alpha. G is what? G is written as union of members of B alpha. This is what the definition of a base topology. And what is B alpha? B alpha are nothing but the intersections of B alpha I. What are these B alpha I? These are members of S, right? So S is what? S is a sub-base topology is possible only if we are taking the finite intersection of members of S, right? What are members of S? S के members क्या है आपके? Subsets of X. So if you are taking the subsets of X and you are taking the intersection of those, you should generate a B alpha, right? That means you can see the statement, if the family of finite intersections of members of S you are taking, they should form a base for a topology tau on X. ये जो first statement है ना, G is written as union of members of B alpha, where B alpha are the members of B. And second statement में क्या है? B alpha, that means whatever the base elements are there, they are generated from the sub-base topology. That means these B alphas are the members of S. You can see the statement here. Finite intersections of members of S. So that's why I have written I runs from 1 to N. Okay. Subbase means what? It is going to generate a base. अगर आप उसके members लेके उसका intersection लेते हो तो वो base को generate करता है. Okay, now you can see here, actually I have given this example for you people to verify whether P1 and B2 are base. So I have taken the same thing, A infinity or minus B infinity to B. दिया था ना कल example ये. B3 and B4 you have to verify whether they are base or not. Right? So again we have to take a usual topological space, and if I have taken the intersection of these two, I have a open interval AB forms a base for topology 2 on R. Here already proved it, na? B1 is already a base. Why B1 is a base? Because it is in the form of an open interval AB. Okay, what is considered here? Open interval A to infinity and open interval minus infinity to B, both are subsets of R, right? S को बनाने के लिए हमको क्या चाहिए? S is a subbase, right? By definition of a subbase, what is the consideration? It must be subsets of your X. X क्या है इस केस में? R है ना? R is a real line. Are you getting me? If you have a doubt, you can ask me at any point. Simply you have to understood this statement. What is the statement? S is collected with the help of subsets of X. And what is the second statement? Base is formed with the help of finite intersections of members of S. Members of S कैसे collect किए आपने? Subsets of X, right? जो भी आपका subset of X होगा वो member of S होगा, और अगर आप उसका intersection लोगे finite intersection, so you can generate a base for it. Yes, if you have a doubt, you can ask. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So firstly, I have taken any subsets of R because family S बनाने के लिए हमको क्या चाहिए? Any subsets of R. X दिया है ना definition में. So instead of X, we are taking R because in this case, instead of having X tau, we have R tau U. Usual topology is related to a real line. Okay. So firstly, we have collected the subsets of R to form a family S, and then we have taken the finite intersection of these two. Okay. और आपको A to infinity minus infinity to B दोनों का intersection लोगे तो क्या आएगा? Open interval AB. I don't have a pen tablet, otherwise I have shown you. क्या करना है आपको? A to infinity real line draw कीजिए और minus infinity to B एक real line draw कीजिए on the consideration A is less than B. So try to draw it so that you can understand why this intersection is a open interval AB. अगर A less than B है तो दोनों का intersection obviously open interval AB आएगा, बरोबर? Suppose A is 1 to infinity you have to draw, and suppose B is 2, So 2 to minus infinity, ulta jana hai, right? So what will be there in the intersection of these two open interval?
Open 1, 2.
Open 1, 2. So here also we have done the same thing. So S family कैसे create किया हमने? They are in the form of a infinity minus infinity to b. So that's why you can now come back to your example which I have given you for the homework. You have to verify that b3 and b4 are bases or not. So obviously from here you can understand they are bases, right? A to infinity minus infinity to b, ये दोनों मैंने b3 और b4 लिखा था, right? So s की वजह से ही हम base generate करते हैं. S is what? S is nothing but collection of all subsets of x, or we can say some subsets of x, and in such a way that which forms a base for topology. And this open interval AB was our B1 होता ना, तो आधीच्या लेक्चर मध्ये मी लिहिले होते R2U च्या खाली चार bases लिहिले होते, B1 B2 B3 B4, and out of which first two I have verified and remaining two was the homework for you, and out of which B1 was open interval AB on the condition A and B are the real number. So that is already a base, so no need to verify for that. So how the family S is created? It is a subset of X such that A infinity and minus infinity to B. So we can say S forms a subbase for your topology 2U. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, try to read this statement. जब तक आप खुद से नहीं पढ़ोगे तब तक आपको नहीं समझ में आएगा. Or if you are not able to see in these notes, you can go for the notes of the Shivaji University that I have shared you. बघितलीत का सगळ्यांनी notes ते?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Simply maybe some of the notations may be different, but I think at PG level you are aware of how to be familiar with the notations. Okay, in the next lecture we will go for this theorem. Okay, thank you. Before that I want to ask you who joined the lecture later on. I think some of the students joined the later on. ज्यांची प्रेझेंटी झाली आहे त्यांनी लेफ्ट करू शकता.
Ma'am, I joined later.
Yes, how many people are there? Just speak your name so that I can understand.
Jamkhandi Girija.
Arte Firdos. Next.
Jamkhandi Girija.
Jamkhandi Girija. Okay. Next. You two people can left the meeting now. I think Chetna Kulkarni is there. She is present already.